was at the beach one day in Florida back in 2018 with a group of friends. Everything had started off fine and I really was enjoying the trip. There were lots of hot guys, nice drinks, and waves that were so cool and refreshing. However, before I go any further, let me set the tone for this. I'm a 5'4", 130-pound woman, so yes, I'm not that intimidating. I've always been a somewhat outgoing person, too. Now, as I mentioned, my friends and I, who we'll call Jasmine and Janice, each were playing volleyball with some of the hot guys we met. I at the time started to feel a bit of my drinks kicking in, and I had to run to the bathroom. As I did so, I noticed a man standing by the entrance to the bathrooms. I didn't think much of this, but as I got closer, I noticed he then began to block the entrance. As I got closer, he then moved away as a couple appeared behind me. I was a bit on edge, and after hurriedly using the bathroom, I sped to the exit. As soon as I made it out, I felt someone place their hand on my shoulder. I turned around immediately, and it was him. "Where are you rushing off to in such a hurry?" "Away from you," I said. I like feisty. The man then grabbed my arm, and I began to scream. Another gentleman then asked, was I okay? And the man said, "She's my girlfriend, sir. We're having a bit of a disagreement, so just mind your damn business." The man continued pulling me, and it was now I started getting a better look. He was about 5'11", Hispanic, and about a good 190 pounds. He was really strong. I couldn't resist him as he pulled me. It was then that I saw an officer approaching, and the man then saw it too, and immediately let me go and began to run. I collapsed into the officer's arms, crying. He helped me up and had units be on the lookout for the guy. When I told my friends, we opted to cut the trip short. This experience gives me chills, and I can't believe how close I came to nearly being abducted in broad daylight. I was swimming in the ocean one day, far enough out that the water was nearly over my head. Closest to me was this couple consisting of two young guys that were half my age. We didn't know each other or anything. We were occupying the same spot. We were just paddling around, enjoying the water because it was the first day in a while we could see the water to swim out this far. We were a trio of dumbasses that day. We're the only people out that far, and that alone should have tipped me off. I know better than to do what I did. Just the day before, they'd taken the red and purple flags down. Those are dangerous current and hazardous marine life flags. So there our dumbasses were, just chilling in the water when one of the dudes and I look at each other and go, "What happened to all the fish?" Because there had been a ton of little fish swimming around us and they just disappeared. Our eyes met and all of us turned to start heading back to shore when the guy yells, "Oh shit, swim! Go, go, swim, go!" Allowing straight for us was a shark. I have never swum like that in my life. Somehow the guy's boyfriend had gotten way ahead of us and was screaming, "Go, go, go," at us. Pure terror was coursing through me. Foremost in my brain was not the thought that I was going to die, but the thought that my leg was about to be ripped off. I was just waiting for it to grab me. Then there was this little corner of my brain that noticed the ripple effect of the panic as the people around us realized what was happening and started looking for the shore too. Finally, the boyfriend screams, it turned, it's going the other way." At that point, we'd reached to where we could stand and made our way up onto the beach, shaking so hard we couldn't stand. Dude throws his arms around me and we collapse to our knees, shaking and crying. Then the boyfriend comes up and throws his arms around both of us and we just knelt there for a minute. That's right about the time my husband decided to come back from the drink shack. No idea what had happened. All he knows is his wife is sandwiched between two young, 20-something guys, and everyone is crying and shaking. He's very confused. I can still see the look on his face. Him standing there, clutching his drink and staring at us with his mouth open. Finally, we all totter up to our chairs and collapse in them. I was still shaking and managed to gibber out what had happened. It scared me so very badly, I still get goosebumps thinking about it. And the funny thing is, this was my husband's first beach trip. He wouldn't get into the ocean with me at all, citing sharks as the reason. And I poked some good-natured fun at him for it. That happened so recently that I still get nervous and water over my waist. I took my kid to swim at the lake last summer and got in the water with him. I thought I'd be fine, but when I got out in the deeper water, this sick, scared feeling came over me, and I felt compelled to go in. I fear it will be a very long time, if ever, before I'm able to get into deep water again. I keep feeling that terrifying, expectant feeling I had, waiting for something under the water to rip one of my limbs off.